Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Luke. Today is day 15 of our Bootcamp series, and today's video is about the BPR. Boom, boom, boom. The BPR, it's very excited. I am very excited for the BPR because it's the most, in my opinion, it's not the most powerful PD array in the trading, but for me, it's the strongest PD array in the market. Yeah. I can use it for targeting, I can use it for entries, I can use it for both. I can enter it on a short, and I can get out the other BPR and I can re-enter it long. Okay, I can play at both sides like forever. Okay, for example, and I just saw a nice example. I promise I did not cherry pick this today. But a really, really perfect example. So, BPR stands for balanced price range. Now, back in the day when I first heard about this term, I was running away from it, right? I didn't want anything to do with it. Like, balanced price range, like, what the hell? Like, you saw ICT teaches it like the candle doing back and forth action, like painting a wall. Like, you leave a spot while you're going up, so you have to go back down again. Essentially, filling the imbalances or the gaps or the refugees. So same thing here. That's the idea here. So you can see this go up, we go down, we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. This area now is very, very balanced, right? Yeah. Well, this is too confusing. This is very, very too confusing. You can see that it reacted here, it went down. But doing this, like another BPR here, another here, but this is very subjective. In my training, I do not like that. Remember what I tell you guys, my videos are practical ways to trade ICT, okay? They are practical ways. You can take the information from this video and go on your chart and apply it right away, okay? It's not like, ah, nice, I just learned something, but I won't use it ever again. Or I just learned something, but I don't know how to apply it. I need more information. No. I'm going to show you how to draw BPR in under 1 minute. Okay? Start, go. So remember yesterday we said this is a bearish FEG, bullish FEG. How do we know if it's FEG? The imbalance is because if FEG, I felt like I'm French. FEG, monsieur. You see that we have body here, but no wicks in between, right? That's an FEG. Wick, body in between. There's only a body in between. There is no wicks. This is an FEG. Likewise here, wick, and a body in between. That body area, you shade it as an FEG. Another one here, right? Notice this candle doesn't have a wick. This candle doesn't have a wick. It does not matter, okay? It does not matter. We just presume that the wick ended right at the body end. Same way here. So you start from here, that body end to this wick. FEG, another FEG, right? So that was yesterday. So what's a BPR? If you remember yesterday's video, we talked that BPR is a variant of FEGs. In fact, it's two FEGs. That's it. Two FEGs. And BPR had their own variants as well, like the one I just mentioned at the start of the video, but I do not want you to be trading them because I don't trade them, I know them, I'm familiar with them, I never traded them, there's no way to be right or wrong, okay? Someone might tell you this is a BPR, you might have to agree, right? But it may not be a BPR because you can never know. But this is obviously a BPR. How? When you have a bullish FEG and a bearish FEG go in line hand in hand, where they intersect is your BPR. Now, it doesn't have to start with a bearish FEG. It can be a bullish FEG and a bearish FEG. Or it can be a bearish FEG and a bullish FEG. It does not matter, right? The order does not matter. What matters is where they intersect. So here you can see that we have a bearish FEG, right? And here we got a bullish FEG, right? And by the way, remember from yesterday's lesson, they don't teach you this, but we got a volume imbalance here. So when you draw an FEG, you have to include it too, okay? But you don't really need to. Just if you just want to be extra sniper. But this is, since we don't use FEGs, you don't really need to care about that. That's why I don't like FEGs. But the portion inside where they intersect, this FEG and this bullish FEG, they intersect right in this portion, right? This box. So what you can do is you can draw a line like this, remove the rest, and this portion is where they both intersect, right? That's the BPR. Boom, smack short, beautiful, right? You can go ahead and label it, label everything. So, look, what about this? I can see you guys tell me. What about this? Look, we have a bearish FEG and bearish FEG here. That's correct. This time we start with the green one. So this is a bearish FEG, and this is a bearish FEG. Where they intersect is your BPR. So this is pretty much the bullish FEG, right? I cannot draw. This portion is the BPR, right? So what do you notice, guys? What do you notice? This is a very tedious, very slow method of doing, right? I'm a practical guy, and here you guys are here to learn practical ways of trade. You need to be fast when you're drawing these, right? So what do? Instead of drawing it both and find the intersection way, all you have to do is look at this. This bullish FEG is in its entirety is inside that bearish FEG. So I can just extend it out like this, right? That's it. Because wherever this FEG starts here and that start here, this FEG is all of it is intersecting with this. So done. Takes me less than a second, right? Let me show you here. Here we got this bearish FEG, but look at it. Part of it does not intersect right at the top, right? This is the correct BPR gonna be, right? So what do you do in this case? Instead of you have to eyeball it. You see that this bullish FEG is and this bearish FEG, where did it intersect? Well, you can see that this part of this FEG, the higher part of this FEG is inside, right? But the lower part is not. So start with that point and then just drag it to the opposing area. Like that. Okay. You get the same exact answer, guys. Excuse me. Here we go, another BPR. You can see that this small tiny bullish FEG fits entirely in there. So this just saves you time, guys. You guys can do it. You can draw the FEG here and the FEG and find the intersection point as a starting way. But I skipped that now, and I can eyeball it instantly, right? So that's your BPR. Now that we learned what BPR is, oh, now let's talk about its details. So there's misconceptions and there's methodology, there's myths. Okay, the direction where the BPR starts does not matter. So this is a bearish FEG and this is a bearish FEG. This does not mean this is a bearish BPR. There's no such thing as bearish BPR or bullish BPR. Okay, if you're below price, you're gonna be shorting it. If it's above price, if you're above it, you're gonna long it. If you're below, you're gonna short it. Okay. Just simple like that. For example, here, once we're below it, we're gonna long it. We're gonna short it here. Okay. Two, BPRs respecting the midpoint of DP, they should be respected by the midpoint. That, in my opinion, is a myth. I've spent the most time on BPRs than ICT himself, and I've never seen them respect midpoint that much. You can see they respect the low, and they go through the whole candle, but eventually they drop. They do not respect the midpoint. I mean, they wick it. He says that you can wick it, but not close above it if you're in short. That's not true. So do not try to apply that. Third thing, you can, in this case here, we got a bearish FEG, right? And a bullish FEG. So this is a BPR, right? Nice. What about this? Well, this is also BPR on its own, right? This and this is a BPR. This and this is a BPR, right? So this is actually a stronger point of interest for the BPR. Why? Because we got two BPRs here, right? And this can go a step further, and you can actually drag it over since we have an FEG there, do we? Just a tiny portion of that FEG. There. So you got one bullish FEG, one bearish FEG, just a BPR. One bearish FEG, one bullish FEG, just a BPR. You got one bullish FEG, one bearish FEG, just a BPR. You got three BPRs in one place. That's why you expect the market to fucking dump like a mother. Oh my god. I swear I did not do that. God damn. Right? Gotta be extra spicy. But essentially speaking, you can just keep it simple, throw the most obvious, right? And yeah, the fourth thing, how to find them very fast. To find them very fast, you just need to go V shape, okay? Literally V shape. So you see the market pump, instantly reverses. Market pump, instant reverses. You'll see a pump because of the FEG. You're going to see a FEG because of the pump. You're going to see a bearish FEG because of the dump. And when they intersect is your BPR. right? Like a V shape, literally. Pump and then instant dump. Like dump, instant pump. Here you can see we got bearish FEG, but not bullish FEG. Here you can see we got a bearish FEG, bullish FEG. Where the intersect is a BPR. Boom. Just like that, ladies and gents. Your BPR. Another BPR right here, etc. Right, so how do we trade them? Very, very simple, guys. All you have to do is you turn the sweep strategy indicator on, you wait for a sweep. Let me show you guys a good example. Very good. London sweep previous session low. What's the rule that always never changes? First, you get a sweep of previous session. Second, you get a charge. Now, after you get the charge, you enter the trade, and now you start looking for BPRs. You start looking for order blocks. You start looking for breaker blocks. You start looking for whatever EMA, anything you're looking for. But after the sequence of sweep, then a charge. That does not change. Okay, that does not change. I've never changed it in the past 5 years. I've been streaming with you guys for the past 5 years. I have over 1,000 recordings with you guys. I have 1,000 recordings, right? I don't put by yesterday. Every single video I go in, every single video on my YouTube, every live stream, every video I recorded, it says the exact same thing, and I prove it in stream. So once you get the charge, now you can start looking for a BPR. Here we go. So sweep charge, you enter the charge, or once you got the charge, you can start looking for these entries. You can start here and add to your position on the order blocks, breaker blocks, whatever, BPRs, or you can start your position there. Okay. This is the bearish FEG, this is bullish FEG. You can see that this bearish FEG is in its entirety is fills that bullish one. So it just saves me like 5-10 seconds more drawing them. Boom. Got sweep, chosh, you wait for it to touch the BPR, you take the long, and beautiful trade. Or you can start position here, add more here. What do you also notice? We got also OTE, which is going to be probably our next, or maybe sometimes in the next few videos, I think we're going to OTE. It might be the next one, I'm not sure. We can see we've got OTE plus a BPR. That's what we got. Nice, very nice, really quick run. Okay. This was, of course, 200 ticks, 52 points. Okay, don't underestimate. These are huge candles. Okay, but you can see how the BPR is restricting. You see how we came back straight to it. So here we use it as support. Then we close below it. Oh, we don't use it anymore. So that's the fifth myth. You always reuse them. Always. They do not expire. They become stronger every time, actually. We close below it. Use it just then came back up. We use it as support. Keep the in. So if you're shorting here, you know this is a BPR here. You're going to take it. Okay. And yeah, that's how to use it. That's the only way. So if in a trade, you take the trade and you target the opposing BPR. If you see a BPR above you, you take a partial. So let's say you long here and you see that we got a BPR. I don't know. Do we have any BPRs on top? No, man, but let's say you are short here, right? And what do you see? You see, again, I cannot see. Okay. We got bullish FEG, bearish. Oh, never mind. Damn. Really bad examples today. No, this is very balanced price. Okay, let's say you're long around here, okay? And you got a BPR above you. That's a BPR. You long in here. You take a partial there, or you fully close. I personally fully close. If I see a BPR against me, I'm taking the whole thing off. Right? So BPR is something you're gonna see every single day on my live stream. So join every live stream. You will see me in action, right? This is a brief introduction video. You will see me applying action every day because this is the most active in my top 3 trades that I take. Almost 99% of the trades I take are sweep, charge, BPRs, and breaker blocks. Okay, and once we go to the breaker block video, we're gonna show you a breaker block plus BPR, and that's called a unicorn, right? We'll also show you breaker block plus FEG from the last lesson, but it's a weaker variant. Breaker block plus a BPR is the strongest entry in my opinion. It's the strongest unicorn or the strongest breaker block type entry. Okay. Thank you for joining, guys. I'll see you guys in the next lesson. Peace.